Father Michael had seen a lot in his years of presiding over weddings. Runaway brides, nervous grooms, last-minute cold feet. But never had he witnessed anything quite like what unfolded at St. Anne's Church that Saturday afternoon. The wedding of Caroline and James was meant to be perfect. The bride, radiant in white, had spent months planning every detail. The groom, devoted and kind, had spared no expense to ensure the day was magical. Guests filled the pews, murmuring in awe at the floral arrangements and golden candlelight. The air was thick with anticipation as the couple stood before Father Michael, ready to exchange vows. And then it happened. A shriek pierced the sacred silence. Heads turned as a streak of fur shot through the aisle. Mittens, the church cat, had somehow slipped inside, and in a single bound she landed squarely atop the towering wedding cake. The grand, five-tiered masterpiece wobbled ominously before crashing onto the floor in a sugary avalanche. Gasps erupted. The mother of the bride fainted. The baker clutched his heart. Caroline, her lips trembling, looked moments away from tears. James, ever the peacemaker, reached for her hand, but the damage was done. Chaos spread like wildfire. Guests scrambled to their feet, some whispering superstitions about ruined wedding cakes and bad omens. And then something even stranger happened. Father Michael, usually composed, dropped his prayer book and began whispering fervent words under his breath. At first, people thought he was praying for peace. But when they saw his eyes widen in horror, they followed his gaze. Behind the altar, where Mittens now sat licking frosting off her paws, stood a man no one recognized. He was tall, gaunt, dressed in ragged clothes. His hands trembled as he reached out toward the smashed cake, his eyes filled with hunger. The guests recoiled, murmuring in confusion. Who was he? Had he sneaked in? Was he dangerous? Father Michael took a deep breath and spoke. Are my friends, before you judge, hear me? His voice was strong, steady. This man is no thief. His name is Daniel. He once had a home of family. He sat in these very pews years ago, before hardship took everything from him. The church fell silent. Daniel, startled by the attention, began backing away. But Father Michael stepped forward. Today was meant to be a celebration of love, of unity. What better way to honor that than by extending kindness where it is needed most? For a moment there was uncertainty. Then James, still holding Caroline's hand, did something unexpected. He knelt beside the ruined cake, scooped up a handful of icing and offered it to Daniel. If a wedding is about love, James said, smiling gently, then it should be shared with everyone. Caroline, still stunned, knelt beside her groom. A smile, hesitant but warm, bloomed on her face. She broke off a piece of cake and offered it too. One by one, the guests followed suit. Laughter replaced whispers, and soon the church was filled with the sounds of joy as people gathered around Daniel, offering him not just cake, but conversation, warmth, and something far greater, dignity. As the celebration continued in unexpected ways, Father Michael wiped his eyes. His prayers had been answered not in the way he had expected, but in the way that truly mattered. That night, as the newlyweds danced under the stars, Daniel sat among the guests, no longer a stranger, but part of a family. And Mitten, she curled up on the groom's chair, blissfully unaware that her mischief had turned a ruined wedding cake into an unforgettable lesson in compassion.